Hello, I am Test Drive and welcome to episode 59 of Forza Motorsport. Where in this episode we're going to be buying a car because I need to buy a car for this, and we are going to be buying an American car, believe it or not, and it's going to be the Panos race car because it seems to be the ultimate LMP car, at least of what I have unlocked at the moment, considering it has better braking and cornering than almost every other car in this game. I think the Ferrari F33 SP is like the only car that's even slightly better than this car, well, stats wise. So we're gonna buy this for 500 grand, and we are going to be doing the R1 Championship of Professional Series, which is going to be extremely long because we have eight races, and it's open the cars in the P1 subclass. First place receives an Audi R8 race car, aka not an actual Audi R8, like, you know, an LMP Audi R8. So we have Road Atlanta, the long Sunset Peninsula infield. Oh yeah, he's gonna be fairly long. Maple Valley, long, Laguna Seca, North America. Why am my brain hurts. Rio de Janeiro, Silverstone, and Nürburgring for our final race. Give two laps on that. So let's get started on Road Atlanta. Alright, I don't know what try run, like forced try of this because fuck everything, including the AI. Mostly the AI though. The car is also naturally aspirated, that's nice. Oh god. I am definitely not gonna... Okay, Cadillac, you fuck. Do you mind, everybody? Like, seriously, just, can I just pass some people without dying, maybe? Seems been, oh god. Alright, I've made it, the first I've ever made it so far, out of these 4 or 5 attempts I've been doing of this. Oh, I just rubbed the shit out of the engine. Yeah, I don't know how fast I can take corners in this car, because I'm not used to driving P1 class cars. Like, the only time I really ever have in Forza games was whenever I completed Forza 2. That's legitimately, like, the only time I've ever driven cars like this in these games. Also, I'm streaming this again for the YouTube watchers, so that's why I'll be talking to chat every now and then through this, because I could not take doing this all alone. Do you mind? I'm not too worried about starting in front of everybody else, because I can make my way to the front, as I'm kind of showing here, or kind of. But, it's just getting around the AI is the problem, for the most part. And, like, as you can tell, I'm just pretty easily catching up to the Bentley, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright. None of y'all fucks better catch up to me now, because I don't want to deal with any of you again. I mean, I'm going to have to in the later races, but for now, just don't. Stay back there. Stay away. So I have no clue of how to drive this car, and it definitely shows. Also, this car hits its top speed way too fast. I didn't think that was going to be a problem, which it still really isn't a problem per se. Good job, nerd. You really proved that you could take that corner, didn't you? In this game. Yeah, they are annoying. Because sometimes they know you exist, or sometimes, like, their level of knowing you exist ranges from not knowing at all and just not breaking their line no matter what, to basically running off the track trying to get out of your way. That is the two levels of AI you get in this game. I was saying something, I can't remember what it was. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like we're in for a pretty big adventure during this race series. Oh yeah, I was talking about the top speed. So, only track I'm slightly worried about for top speed is fucking Sunset Peninsula infield. Hello, Rhino. Yes, I guess it is your original long boy prototype. I'm guessing it is. I don't really know what exactly you're referring to. Also, I just realized something I should do. Hold on. Uno momento. Okay, whatever. Anyways, let's continue. So now that I'm past the AI, all my problems have vanished. Like, it's that simple. You just have to get in front of the AI, and then you'll be okay. Being in the middle of the AI is a giant problem. Oh, Jesus. Also, I can't wait to use the Ferrari 3. Oh, it's a slight reference towards Jimmy. Oh. Oh, I see. I see. That is an interesting reference. Laguna Seca is going to be interesting, but considering I'm getting this far ahead in this track because of cornering abilities in this car, I think I'll be fine on Laguna Seca. Road America might be interesting too. Isn't Road America in this? I think it is. I mean, there's fucking 8 tracks to do in this series. So, there's a little bit of everything in this series. And I think the next RP1 championship in the actual championship series is 9 races long. 9 or 10. So that'll be even more ridiculous. Why do I torture myself by doing games that are this long? Well, I know it's in the game, but not, I mean, like, in the race series I'm doing. I've raced on Road America many times in this game. Oh, Jesus. That's not the road. Where is the road? Car behind is 12 seconds behind. Yeah, top speed is where this car definitely struggles. I'm thinking I'll be fine though. Judging by how far I am ahead. Judging. I judge things a lot. The road to Atlanta or the road at Atlanta? Thonking. Speaking of the road to Atlanta, that's a thing that I'm surely going to do this year at some point. Because road Atlanta, fucking Formula Drift. I've decided I'm going to go to that, by the way. I really haven't set anything up yet, at all with it, but I'm pretty 99% sure I'm going to go. And you heard it here first, folks. I'll have more information maybe next month. It needs to warm up so I can actually work in my car. That's the problem that I'm having. Because I need to take my car down there. I mean, I'd take my truck if I need to. But I really want to take my Chrysler down there. But it kind of is not roadworthy still. For a lot of reasons. Because if I'm going to make it to Atlanta, I'm sure as shit going to have the people who in Atlanta that wanted to film my car. I'm going to have them do it. Yeah, it seems like that's on a lot of tracks, fanboy. Especially Laguna Seca through the corkscrew. If you have AI near you, there's a 90% chance that they're going to go off the road at the corkscrew. And it's pretty fantastic. I also need to figure out how to make more money. That's something I really need to work on as well before I go to Atlanta. Before I go anywhere, really. But for right now, I'm just dealing with what I have to deal with, I guess. I'm glad I don't have to deal with this car revving to space whenever I hit a bump, like I have with some cars before. I'm just banging off the rev limiter. At least so far I haven't had that problem. I mean, limit on one track. I actually haven't had a problem with the rev limiter this entire time with this car. Well, besides the very first attempt I tried at this, where I didn't realize how close third and fourth gear were going to be together, so rip. So that 114 lap time. It's pretty good. Ah. Actually doing better than my best time too, somehow. Nah. Aw, what? I hit the rev limiter? How did I manage to hit the rev limiter in there? God damn it. Well, the good news is that I'm not having issues with the AI anymore. That's the main thing I was worried about, was if this car was going to be fast enough to be in front of the AIs or not. And apparently it is indeed in front. So that is very good. Good meme. Oh god. Speaking of Panos, I actually drove a Panos recently. Fun fact, it was an AIV Roadster, a limited intensive vehicle. And I posted a video of it on my real life channel. And I have another video to post of it at some point whenever I get through editing it. Which, speaking of which, I have a real life video I need to edit tonight. And since this video won't go out for a few days, and I don't really care if people in the stream hear it, I'm basically racing Doug DeMuro to upload my video of the BMW Z8 that I drove recently. Because I know DeMuro filmed the Z8. Yeah, because why not? That's the Panos in a nutshell, why not? But I know Doug DeMuro filmed the Z8 recently, and I recently filmed, filmed for work, a Z8. So I'm going to try and beat him on that, because I've had good things happen whenever people do that. Alright, third attempt at this, because the AI are fucking stupid. And they slow down in places they shouldn't slow down at. Alright. What I've learned, go around the outside here, pass everybody. Pass the Bentley through here. Wait for the Bentley to try and screw me up. Like, I just stayed pretty much full throttle through there. But the Bentley was like, nope, we gotta slow down. This is too much of a turn, can't take it. God, the AI in this game. It's interesting. Yeah, it'd be cool if this track came back sometime in Forza. It wasn't a stupidly unique track, and it wasn't a stupidly hard track, but it was definitely... It's fun, and it's also like a different aesthetic from all the other tracks that are in the game, really. Well, it's kind of similar to Daytona, I guess. Which is maybe why they took it out after Forza 4, because it was like Daytona. I don't know. Also, yeah, this isn't really giving me any problems. Considering I'm going just about as fast as I was on road to Atlanta, down the straight. Also, I love how I can take that flat out at 180 miles per hour. So got 9 laps on here. Yeah, it has a mix of everything. It even has a drag strip, which I never used, but it does have a drag strip on the section down here after like 2 or 3 more turns. Well, I guess really 2 turns plus the chicane. I wouldn't really call this a turn. Here's a drag strip. See, there's the signs that say how fast you went. Why they never use that? It's kind of weird. Help! Yeah. Maple Valley is pretty unique, so I can see why they brought it back, but like... Yeah, an oval with an inland course that's pretty similar to Daytona isn't really probably high on the priority list to bring back. Like, I would honestly rather have like Sedona or Alpine Ring or something come back instead of this track. My personal taste, at least. Because like I can just use Daytona for shenanigans like this. Yeah, that's all Gran Turismo, fanboy. Last time I checked, Red Rock Valley and Seattle aren't in this game. What did you just realize? Yeah, the outer, yeah, it's basically Daytona. The circle is basically Daytona. A very different looking Daytona, but like you can see the palm trees and shit. Homestead? Huh. I don't know. I've never seen this inland track. But this game doesn't have the it doesn't have the short inland course or whatever the hell you call it. A mirrored Homestead. I'd know that if I actually raced on Homestead in any games more. I've raced on it a few times in Forza 7, that's about it. And speaking of Forza 7, I literally started downloading Forza 7 last night at like 9:30. It is now 7:30 the next night, and it wasn't done. It was at like 80%. I don't know if my internet is garbage, or my Xbox is garbage, or I'm garbage, but something's not correct there. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what similarities this track has with various other, you know, circles and inland, or... I keep saying inland. I don't think that's the correct word. But fucking this part of the track. Whatever this is called. If it'll work, Angel. I don't know if it'll work because I remember not being able to play Horizon 3 online on the Xbox One, similar to the PC, a while ago, because I tried it, because I still have Horizon 3 downloaded on the Xbox One. But hopefully it'll work. It should. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't, considering the fact that it's just fucking the PC thing that my computer apparently didn't have, even though it should have had. And also it'll be done tomorrow sometime, probably. Because we're taking this long to get to 80%, and I'm not going to stay up that late tonight. Because I need to actually, you know, wake up somewhat early tomorrow. I don't want to be late again like I was today to work. Rip. Rip my good boy schedule of getting to work on time or early. Download schedule, yeah, pretty much. I mean, it probably would have been done in 24 hours, maybe, if I would have let it keep going, but I didn't want it to go while I was trying to stream, because I know it would fuck everything up. So, Ripperoni's in 24-hour download. Although I did have videos uploading a lot last night. I had... Well, I only had a Forza video uploading, didn't I? I don't know. Did I have more than... I don't know. Based on both Daytona... Huh. Both Daytona and Homestead. When this game was new, I didn't even know what the fuck Homestead was. I didn't even know what Daytona was whenever this game was new. I knew, like, nothing. And I didn't pay attention to the NASCAR games I did have, so therefore, I still knew nothing. Even though I had NASCAR Thunder 2004 and NASCAR 06. at the time I was playing this game when it was new, basically. Hey, I got a best time. Probably because I didn't go off the track for the first time in like 5 laps. Daytona! I guess they didn't have the rights for Daytona until like Forza 6, I guess, yeah. So therefore they kept with Sunset Peninsula until Forza 4. And then Forza 5, they just didn't really have any kind of ovals. Well, they had Indy in Forza 5. Oh, it was weird. Gran Turismo 5 was released in 2010. And usually, like, whenever you see like a track that pops up in a game, like a real track, it's generally because they're actually starting to license it out for games. Like, you know, Bathurst came to like Gran Turismo 5 and Forza 4 or in Forza 5 at the same no, Bathurst was in Gran Turismo 6 and Forza 5, I think. Maybe Forza 6. But like they start to come out in games a lot once they actually start licensing it out, I guess. Yeah, I cared very little about ovals. All I knew was Nissan Speedway / Sunset Peninsula. That was my extent of knowledge of ovals back in 2006, 7. And Test Track Oval, I guess, too. Hey, I'm actually doing better than my best. Huh. So yeah, it's safe to say this car is pretty OP. And I ain't gonna complain about that. I bought it for a reason. And boy did it deliver. Oh my god, this game drags out so long. The races. Maybe it's because I've been playing this game for 28 or more than 28 hours, probably 29, 30 hours by now. And like I've raced on every track so many times because there's only so many tracks in this game. Yeah, it was Nissan Speedway just for the oval in just one game. Because it went back to being Sunset Peninsula in Forza 3. I guess, was Sunset Peninsula in Forza? I can't even remember if Sunset Peninsula was in I think it was. I actually can't remember. I know it was in Forza 2 because it was Nissan Speedway, but I can't remember anything Forza 3 on for Sunset Peninsula. Like, it's not ringing any bells. Damn it. Also, I didn't realize how much money I got for the last race. I didn't even pay attention. Rip. I bet it was like 110 grand or something. Yeah, I have no worries about money anymore in this game. At all. Considering I have all of this and then all of the race car events in championship mode to go. Which is going to be another, like, fucking extra 2, 3, 4 million credits. And I have the endurances, which, for the early endurances, I'm going to have to pay, you know, 50 grand at most for a car. It's weird that I'm kind of antsy to play through Forza 2 again. Although I probably won't do... I honestly, if I play through Forza 2 again, it would be stream exclusive. Because I wouldn't want to actually do a Let's Play of it again. Because I wouldn't want to have to keep up with it. Like, if I just streamed through it, it wouldn't really matter. Because the continuity of it wouldn't matter. Like, how many episodes came out when. So that may be a thing in the future. Same with other games, like Need for Speed Underground would be another one that I would play through on stream, but not via like trying to record a video. Because I care very little about actually playing that game again. Even though I've been playing a little bit of it recently, and it's not that bad. but I got to a drag race that I absolutely cannot beat no matter what. So I'm having flashbacks, and I decided to take a break from it, from playing it, you know, casually on PCSX2. There we go. That is race 2 done. Yeah, race 2 of 8. Oh, damn. 130,000 credits. I think I got 132,000 if I didn't get any damage. God damn, that's a lot of monies. Alright, third race time at Maple Valley. Maple. Maple. My Maples. My Canada. My immersion. Okay. Nobody get in my way. Thank you for almost hearing me. The Bentley got in my way slightly. Okay, I actually have to like let off the throttle here because the car will fly and well, maybe it won't. This car has so much fucking downforce. It's like just on the ground 100% of the time. It doesn't even like in a normal car through there going, you know, 150, I would have left the ground like 3 or 4 times at least. But in this car, it's like, nope, we're just staying on the ground. Downforce is a thing, and yeah, we don't want to take off into space. I'm actually kind of tempted to start streaming all of my Let's Play stuff, kind of like Rhino and Thunder do. I'm really thinking about it because it's, I don't know. I'd say it's easier, but it's easier to record for 2 hours while streaming than to record for 2 hours just on my own time. The only problem I may have is my scheduling conflicts that always come up because, like, you know, in my life, there's never anything that's on a schedule, so all of a sudden, like, things may be happening out of nowhere, which kind of sucks. And also I have some nights where I don't really make it home at all and stuff. So that could throw a wrench into it, but for the most part, I think I would have enough time to do so, I think. And plus, then I can be a Twitch streamer, yay! Out of nowhere. What? What was out of nowhere? Yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying the past few days of streaming this game. It's made it much more bearable. Much, much more bearable. It's not like it's a bad game or anything, it's just I want to stay to a schedule because I want to finish a game, but I also am just it just drags on so much. Like I love the game, but it's just change of plans came out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of happens sometimes. Okay, out of nowhere. I figured that was relating to that somewhere. I didn't know exactly what I was referring to. I see now. I love how I can go full throttle all the way through there with this car. It's pretty nice. Also, holy fuck, I'm so far ahead of the AI right now. Jesus. Cheez-Its. And then with that, I still have to work on real life car videos and sometimes work on work-related video stuff. So that also throws wrenches into my plans. I don't know. I mean, Rhino, that's a good idea in theory, but the sad reality is that I am also that person. I'd love to play shorter games, but I never actually get around to doing so. Like, even the games, like, I don't really plan to, like, be short, or don't plan to be long, are generally long. Delayed messages, rip. Yeah, Twitch has that delay thing, which is fantastic. Like it's kind of hard to find racing games that are under like 20 hours long, which I would consider short. Which, you know, to the average Call of Duty player, you could finish almost every Call of Duty game in the time it takes to play this one single game. And I'm not sure if that's like sad or not. On which end, either. Is that sad for the Call of Duty players having a short game, or is it sad for us racing fucks having a stupidly long game? Oh, Jesus. I don't even know if I, like... Even arcade games are long. Ish. Like, you look at Midnight Club 3, that game would take probably 40 hours, if not more, to 100%. Considering I spent 18 hours on it, and I got like 60% through the game or so, if not less. I just got it far enough to actually get like the final car, so that's when I stopped my Let's Play. Midnight Club LA is shorter-ish. I think Midnight Club LA is more of one where it's not like you can go back, or you can take different paths in the career and do different things. It's more of it's more linear than Midnight Club 3. Need for Speed games tend to be somewhat long, like fucking Hot Pursuit 2 is pretty long. Underground 2 is pretty long. It's hard to avoid long games in this field, if you can call it that. Huh, I didn't even have to rev them in 5th gear there. It's like a Midnight Club 1 is like 2.5 hours long, and Midnight Club 2 is like 3.5 hours long. Well, it's 3.5 hours long if in the actual races. If you somehow manage to make it through Midnight Club 2 without having to restart a race, it takes you like 3.5 hours. If you're like me and are incompetent and, you know, are bad at the game, it took me 14 hours of playing to finish that game. My Steam has 14 hours in that game, and I've only played it for like maybe an hour, if not less, before that. God, that game was an adventure. Oh, jeez. PGR 4 surprisingly wasn't that long, like hours-wise. It had a lot of parts, but all the parts are pretty short. I mean, besides the fact that I didn't do the arcade yet, but I don't think the arcade would take up that much time. Even DLC stuff included. Oh, jeez. That is not where the track goes. I think it's like Test Drive Unlimited are long. Well, long compared to the average not racing game. Oh god. I'm having all kinds of issues on this lap. It's not going very well. I think there's even a endurance on this track in this game, if I remember right. Which will be exciting, because I know there was in Forza 2. I did on like episode 40-something, or 30-something. Instead of doing all of the endurance races at the end like I'm doing in this game. I just did a random few endurance races like scattered throughout the earlier parts of the career. Like basically as soon as I unlocked the endurances I started doing them. always turn too late for that turn. There's like a delay in turning. Oh, I just finished race. Okay. Hey, just over 10 minutes long. Maybe this episode won't be over 2 hours long. Maybe. All right, Laguna Seca time. Not sure how this is gonna go. I'm sure it's gonna go similarly to the previous races. I also feel like I'm gonna be part of a fucking pile up here if I don't do this. I feel like that was gonna be awful if I didn't take the long road. Oh, rip Bentley. No, Cadillac, go away. You have no place here in first place. Don't you dare do that again. Ah! I need to start making some progress on these guys. Oh, Rev Limiter, son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't know about making any distance on these guys in this race. You think we gonna go off? Nope, not quite. Oh, why is the Rev Limiter there? Why can't it be at like 8,000 RPMs instead of 7,000, 7,200? There's a decent gap I just made. The Cadillac is keeping up, and I don't like it. Please do not interact. Cadillacs do not interact. God damn it, Reveler. I'm curious how wide the tires are on this thing. Probably like 345s on the back or something, or maybe even 345s on the front, and like 385s on the back. We have a Pantera at my work that has 335s on the back. And you also have a very stock Dodge Viper, a 95 Dodge Viper that also has 335s on the back. We got rid of the Shelby GT350R that we had that had, what was it? I think it was 295s on the front and 315s on the back. Which is surprising because it has more horsepower than the Viper. But I guess tire technology has gotten better, and tires have gotten grippier without getting, needing to be wider. But yeah, that feel when a 95 Viper has wider tires than a 2016 Shelby GT350R. Sucks because you can't look and see how wide the tires are in this game on race cars because you can't go in to buy upgrades, and that's the only place you can actually see the tire sizes of cars in this game, I think. Oh no, I think you can actually sort it in the garage. If you go to like the list cars option or whatever, I think you can actually sort by widest tires. I think. I may be thinking of Forza 2 or something. $1:15 lap times, not too bad. This race is gonna be fairly long. Why 11 laps here? Only 9 at Maple Valley Full. Oh, God. It's not even that far behind or far ahead of the car behind. Only 3.5 seconds at the last one. I still don't like this track that much. It's becoming the same as Forza 2, where it's in like every single championship. So I'm racing on it every single fucking episode. And it just gets a little old, don't you know? And so far there's not, well, besides Test Track Infield, there's not really been any other tracks like that so far in this game that have gotten old. Silverstone has gotten pretty old though. I will admit, Silverstone Long has been in a lot of race events recently in this game. And it's another track that I'm not quite a huge fan of. So it's gotten kind of irritating every time it comes up. I think we've been racing on this series, if I remember right. I don't see why not, because we're going all over the world anyways. Oops, that's a red limiter. My engine is yellow. My engine is broken. So I'm not pulling ahead of the AI very fast. I am still pulling ahead of them, but just not very fucking fast. Oh god. Bad. Okay, not as bad as I expected. I didn't even get any damage from it. Any more damage. What? Did I really hit the rev limiter there? I swear I shifted. And then I hit the rev limiter. Which is kind of fucking silly if you ask me. Somebody is trying to keep up with me. Keyword there is trying. I don't actually know what car it is though. Is that an Audi? I can't tell what that is. Then lap 7-11. Ha! 7-11. Some dude thinks he's gonna get fucking past me, but he is mistaken. Congrats, dumbass, you played yourself. Dumbass. I'm pretty sure it's not the Bentley. Is it the Cadillac? I don't know what it is. It looks like the fucking Acura race cars from, the color scheme at least looks like the Acura race cars from Forza 4. But I know those race cars aren't in this game because those are like 2011s. Well, he's gonna pass me now, probably. No, maybe not. Might be an Audi. It is an Audi, I think. It's a Cadillac. I think it's a Cadillac. I can't fucking tell. My brain is having issues and my eyes are having issues too. That's a Cadillac. What are you doing up here, bud? How the fuck did you catch up all of a sudden? Out of a sudden? That's not the correct saying. I think my car is broken and my tires are worn down. But shouldn't his tires be worn down too? Isn't that something that happens in games? Hello, clean boy. And he's keeping up in straights too, which is strange. Cadillac is suddenly fast. Help. Like, my tires aren't even showing wear on here. And I don't have telemetry in this game. I am confused. Why is Cadillac here? Out of nowhere. I feel like if I lose first, I'm instantly fucked. Maybe it's just because the AI are just incredibly stupid around this track and somehow do it better than every other track. I swear it's a thing that happens in this game. I definitely feel like the AI are better at some tracks than others. And I have physical proof. It's Caddy DPI, yeah. It is the ultimate Cadillac. Isn't the Cadillac DPI a newer one? From like 2 or 3 years ago? At most? I think I'm starting to get out further ahead. Well, I mean, like, they're God mode at this track, and, you know, average to awful at every other track. It's not like it's just, oh, they're slightly better. It's like they're fucking gods at this track. Oh, DPI, okay. I thought it was, like, recent. I don't follow real life racing. But, like, it's not that extreme in every other game. I swear it's not as extreme as this. I've never had problems like this with any other game. With AI being good at one track and bad at another track. Oh no. And somehow I'm pulling back ahead again. I'm not sure why or how, but I'll take it. Forza for Motegi. Would have to go back and experience it again myself to confirm. Because I don't remember much from Forza 4 Motegi. Ah, balls. Do a big quick Motegi. Maybe I never had the difficulty high enough to notice that or something. Lost 10,000 credits, so we got 123,000 and 9 million total. Alright, on the road America we go. Let's give this a try. I feel like this race is going to go similar to the last race. Like, I'm going to be doing great, and then all of a sudden there's going to be somebody coming out of nowhere trying to race me. Trying to actually legitimately race me. I didn't oh, God. That worked. Okay. I didn't get damage from it, and I'm in first place now, so I will take that. That Bentley sounds so strange. Everything else sounds like a V8, and that's like meh. AKA not like a V8, or not much like a V8. Please don't punt me, please don't punt me, please don't punt me, please don't punt me. That turn is always terrifying because I always think they're gonna punt me. I don't know why I slowed down there. I don't think I need to. Oh. Fucking engine damage. Danger to manifold. Okay, have fun at work, Rhino. I will have fun race carring, I think. Oh, damn it, engine damage. Damn it, Dale. Okay, Angel, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but welcome back. I have no clue what came out of your fingers. I was wondering that myself. Also, I like how there's a box of sunlight coming through the spoiler because there's a fucking rectangle that's open in the middle of the spoiler. Light physics, they're fun. Please no Puntorino. Oh, they're actually really far behind me. Okay. It's all good. Ah, engine fucking limiter. My engine limiter is broken. Nice English. English. My English is very good, thank you. Full throttle through here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no. Okay. Don't know how I survived that. After fucking up that bad. Frustrated. Oh, boy. I was frustrated earlier. And now I'm not so much. Because I end up not caring about the things that frustrate me most of the time. Somehow, some way. Aw. That is something, a good thing to be frustrated about. Yeah, I've somehow managed to learn how to care less about things. Specifically things that frustrate me. And I don't know how I did it, but I've definitely done it. Because normally after the day I had to work today, I'd normally be just pissed off all night. But right now I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I don't care about what other people think. Believe it or not. Well, for the most part. You can't just throw out everything other people think, but when it's shit that is trivial and doesn't really fucking matter at all, then yeah, go right ahead. Say whatever. Alright, we're halfway through. It's going to be a little over 10 minutes long. This episode's going to be like an hour and a half, roughly, I think. Maybe an hour and 40 minutes at most. Man, don't you love long episodes of games where it's just go around this track that you've went around for, you know, 50 times already in this game. Just do it 6 more times. Don't worry, just do it. Don't ask questions. I shouldn't be complaining because I am the one that put myself up to this. But I can complain at myself, I guess. Even though I don't really need to do that by actually saying things. I just need to blame myself in silence. It's kind of stupid. I can only hear the transmission whine in this car. So that's why I keep like fucking up shifts so badly. Still haven't made around that turn like as good as I did in the first lap. Or second lap, one of the two. I am doing a lot better than my best though. So that's surprising. Okay. This race is going a lot better than the last race did. Probably because I have no damage. Well, besides a little bit of engine damage from over-revving accidentally a few times. But other than that, this game race has been going fairly well. Maybe if all the other races could go like this, it'd be fantastic. Ah! Engine damage. God damn it. I was going to start looking at chat during this corner, but that is an awful idea. I've learned to not do that. Alright, on the last lap. This race is going to be like 12-ish minutes long. A little over 12 minutes long. I wonder if that'll be the extent of the length of races in this game. I mean, besides the endurance races, I don't think they're actually going to get longer. I mean, they might go up to like 15 minutes at most, I'd imagine. But I think that'd be about it. Even I guess the Nürburgring races were close to 15 already. Snap on, snap off. It'd be kind of funny if it said snap off on the other side. Even though snap on is the brand, but still, it'd be funny. Well. think I just lost a lot of time in the air there. Which kind of sucks. But in the end, it doesn't really matter because it's the fucking last lap. Fuck, I'm tired. It's almost bedtime. It's 8:30. But I ain't stopping until this episode's done recording. So, let's continue. Alright, try one last time at this. Because I keep being incredibly stupid. And I'm trying to get to first too quickly. And I end up hitting everything. Toyota, move! Thank you. Please don't pinch. Okay. Thank you, Cadillac. Alright, I need to go pretty concentration mode here. That works. Okay. Yeah, this is LMP1 class. Hello, Dorset. Welcome to the stream. Yes, we are doing LMP1. I mean, I guess. I think, isn't there an LMP2 as well? I don't know the difference. I don't know. I don't know what the class this car is in. If there is an LMP2. But it's a Panaz. That's all I know. Don't mind me just scraping walls. Destroying the bodywork on my $1 million race car. Okay, there's an Audi that's not very far behind me. I am not a fan of this. Should be able to get fairly far ahead of them in this section. I'm hoping at least. Because I know how to not use my brakes throughout this. Well, I never said I knew how to take the corners, but I know how to not use my brakes through here. I think so far this is the furthest of any attempt I've actually made it through this race. So that's a little victory in its own. I may be slightly becoming competent at racing race cars. Pretty decent lap time, 135. Yeah, he's 6 seconds behind, or 7 seconds really, behind. I'll take that. Balls? Okay. That wasn't as bad as I was expecting. Still wasn't good, but not not as bad, I guess. Making it a lot further this time than before. Should be the attempt. Should be. Ah! If I could stop hitting walls, it would work out even better. But that's pretty damn hard for me to do. Son of a bitch. Oh, that's Reveler. So apologize for being kind of quiet. Really tired tonight. Which is why I'm only doing this one series, and then I'm fucking... I may try and record something for a real life video, but other than that, I'm gonna get my ass in bed once this is over. I've hit that wall so many times now, but I've never actually damaged my car on it, I don't think. Like, at all in any of the attempts. I just kind of tap the wall a little bit. Give it a little love tap. Oh, wall tap, dude! Drifting! Oh, shit. So you're for making fun of people. Slightly making fun of people. Oh, geez. I worked today. That's about all I did. Until I streamed this, basically. God damn it. Reveler. I'm having the biggest issues with fucking Revlementing. You need to stop that. Because that's how you destroy an engine. My car's continuously... Oh, it's not going actually that slow through here. Still, 177. Yeah, I'd say watching a stream counts as something to do. Watching a stream in general. Speaking of Forza 7, I should stream that at some point once I get it fucking... Once it takes 20 million days to download on my Xbox One. I should stream that someday. And can you finish up the career mode? Maybe I'd actually, you know, get people to join and also have, you know, become bigger Twitch person because playing new game instead of old game. But for right now, this fucking game is my #1 priority of getting gaming stuff. Once I get this done, there's going to be a whole lot of other stuff happening. But that's when this gets done. I wouldn't say if it's necessarily brand new. There's still people watching a lot of Horizon 3 stuff. I don't know. I don't know the secret to Twitch success. I'm just here to fucking play games and talk to people pretty much. That's about all I'm worried about at the moment. And if that becomes something, then cool. If not, then whatever. It's been... Oh, God. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that for right now. PS Plus. I still don't even have Payback. And I don't plan to get it until, like... Either A, I somehow make money from playing games, or B, I lose all control of my life. Those are the only two options of how I'm going to buy Need for Speed Payback. Yeah, that's the plan, Angel. Oh, God. But also, with that, don't stress yourself out too much over it either. It never hurts to take a break for a little bit if you need to. That's the main thing I've learned with doing YouTube content over the past 8 years. Almost 8 years now. Just give it all you got until you don't feel like doing it anymore, and then find something else to do. Do what makes you happy, but also strive to do it, or strive to make a income out of it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, like I've taken many breaks in my YouTube career, but well, after that one point, like I was like, fuck this. I need to like not stress myself out so much. Cause like there were some bad times I've had relating to YouTube and whatnot. I've had some very down times because of it. Because I stress myself out too much trying to consistently do shit, and yeah. So that's the end of that race. Let's continue on the next one. Alright, onto Silverstone. Blech. Yeah, I noticed you hadn't been streaming in a while, Angel. I figured you were taking a little break to refill your memory banks. Also, that was really good. I'm surprised I didn't die in turn 1 there. Like I have in pretty much every other track I've raced on so far. Because, like, if you like doing something, like streaming or making YouTube videos or whatever, if you're getting, like, pretty, well, I mean, like, you get stressed out about it or, just kind of bored of it, feel free to take a break. Because generally, if you do really enjoy doing that thing, you'll want to come back to it pretty bad whenever you end up finishing up your break. And you'll be, you know, back to new pretty much. Which is what happened to me with the gaming stuff. Like I've taken few months long breaks from doing gaming stuff, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I was like, I got to do this again. So then I started doing it again, and it was great. Sure, YouTube stats weren't that great, but my YouTube stats were never great on gaming stuff really. So it was never really different. Never went better It was always just kind of stagnant, which is another reason I made the new channel. Or it was one of the main reasons I made made the new channel. Yeah, it's okay to have like high standards and whatnot, like how I do all the crazy, you know, 4K shit on videos, but I don't need to at all. But yeah, I don't know. It does get stressful. Especially if you're not, like, if you're putting all this time into something that's not really getting you much back. If you don't think about it like that, it won't stress you out as much, which is what I've started doing, because, like, that was the thing I was, like, fixated on. I was like, man, it's just not growing, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm having fun. I'm going to do what I have fun with and not worry about, you know, making myself grow on YouTube or whatever. And then if it does happen, fuck yeah. And if it doesn't, then I'll just, you know, I'll keep going at my own pace and then give it, you know, give it some time. Because I feel like if you really truly enjoy something and you put a lot of work towards it, especially something like, you know, creative endeavors, I feel like no matter what you do or no matter who you are, as long as you do work towards it and you do enjoy it and you don't, you know, stress yourself out over it too much, I feel like you can always make something out of it, no matter who you are or whatever. Like, I've seen the most unlikely of people go from nothing to, you know, giant. Just because they liked doing something and they did it, and then they didn't stop doing it because they weren't, well, they didn't stop doing it because of lack of growth or whatever. And then eventually it worked out, and voila, here they are living their living a better life than they would have if they would have stopped. New gaming channel's been okay. Like, I'm getting as many views per video almost as I was on my old channel, but with literally like a 20th of the subscribers, if not less. So I'll call that a pretty big win. And like the viewer, like, it's pretty much almost the same, except for the fact that, you know, instead of old videos continuously getting views and getting me 30,000 views per month, I'm getting 2,000. But surprisingly, I'm still getting like the same amount of subscribers per month too. Well, not the same, but like not bad, which is surprising. But yeah, another thing with the whole creative thing that I didn't really go over is you gotta find something else that you can do to support yourself, like a job of sorts, like my, you know, videography job. Which I feel is another thing that people, like, if you search hard enough and like really apply yourself to getting these jobs, you can. So you can do that and then also do your creative stuff, like, you know, YouTube, whatever, but not have to stress about, am I going to be able to pay the bills this month or whatever, because you have your other place that's not, just as long as you find a place that isn't awful, like, as long as it's like okay, it's normally going to be pretty well, or yeah, it's normally going to be pretty good. The only bad job is, you know, a bad job. If you don't hate it, then you're already ahead of a lot of people. Because there's a lot of people working at jobs they absolutely hate. So you do that, and then you do your creative stuff, and then, you know, you see what happens, basically. There you go. Hey, you usually need a car to get to work unless you have somebody to help you get to work. Oh, shit. There's a lot of advice in this episode of Forza. Well, this part of Forza. Or this part of this part. If that makes sense. This race and the last race, pretty much. And it really sucks is like, I've generally started to think this way because of, you know, seeing other people make it work out pretty much. But there will always be people around you too that think that it won't work at all. Like specifically me and my dad. He does not think, shit, he doesn't even like my normal job, really. Because it doesn't pay enough or whatever, but like, I'm still getting money from it. I'm still not in debt, which is something that a lot of 21-year-olds can't say. But, I just kind of push it aside and I'm like, yeah, whatever, you don't live my life, and I do my own thing. Kia. Whatever gets you there and back. My Ranger's done that for the last 3.5 years. And 50,000 miles. With some minor hiccups though. Well, minor-ish. Depending on if you want to call it having to take a transmission out a minor hiccup or not. I've always been one of the people like that says why not instead of why do something as well, which is really how I, you know, I'm still doing YouTube videos. It's like, why not? Why not just keep, you know, trying at it? I don't know. It's weird. My attitude towards all of this has changed so much in the past. I'd say the past year and a half, maybe. Well, maybe less than a year, because really whenever I started this new gaming channel is when I really started, like, you know, just kind of like, whatever. It's you know, I got the whatever attitude. Oh god, I'm not paying attention enough to the game. But more of like, you know, why not take that road trip, or why not try and get this car that's still sitting in my backyard and kind of runs now, kind of. It runs on about 3 cylinders, but it's better than no cylinders. And it's gotten me a lot of places. Like I said, the whole you know, 15 people from around the US wanting to film my fucking 1989 Chrysler that I got because I was gonna buy it, and then it's like, hey, you just want this? I was like, hey, fuck yeah, dude. And so that happened, and like, if I wouldn't have offered that, or offered $500 for the car, it would have just been like, I would have, you know, not had the car. And I wouldn't, you know, be talking to the people that I'm talking to now, pretty much. Some of the people. So why not? Why not try for that different job? Why not, you know, try a creative endeavor? As long as you can financially support yourself with whatever you do still, go for it. That's like the major thing, is being able to support yourself. Like, it changes for everyone too, because, like, you know, I'm still living with my parents, so my my wallet isn't that or I'm not spending that much money at the moment, basically, which is good because I'm able to save a lot of money for various things of what I want to do. But yeah, it ranges from that to, you know, people who barely scrape by, that have their own house and whatnot, or live somewhere else, that live somewhere by themselves, which I'd love to do, but yeah, I kind of don't really have. I'm not in the financial spot to do that quite yet, so that's why I have not done it yet. Someday, I will have that. I will be out of here. Preferably sooner than later, but I'll take what I can get. Yep, same here, Angel. I just need to find something that I can get a little bit of extra cash from, basically. That's all I really need, and I could maybe go out on my own. But I'm still working on that at the moment. The key is that I am working on it. Not just saying that I'm working on it, I am working on it. It's a big thing to do too. Just, you know, like I said, just do something. Just do it. Do it. Oh god. I'll be rooting for you too, Angel. There's no reason not to. Hopefully everybody can move out, because, like, you know, Thunder did, which is amazing. Because, like, bruh, I want to do that. You know. All these people I watch, like, I don't know. It's inspiring to see, like, stuff like that happen with other people that I know that are in kind of the same situation, because then it's like, hey, if we're in a similar situation, I can do this too. So it's like, hey, this isn't all so bad. My hand's really sweaty for whatever reason. I don't know why, but that race done. Got almost 130 something thousand credits, almost a full money. But I got an 1800 penalty, so whatever. Let's continue. Alright, second attempt at this, because I managed to go way too fast into a corner and fly off the track. Alright, this is going a lot better than last time. Oh god! Well, not so much anymore, but it was for a second there. Alright, the rev limiter is right around 187 somewhere. So, okay, Bentley, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna take this because, I didn't gain damage, so whatever. Audi, please. Audi. I got an Audi. Oh god, hello. So, any guesses on lap times for, this is going good. Oh god! That sounds about right for, one of my, races in any game. This is going good. Oh no! Instantly. Thank you for letting me pass finally. Yeah, guesses on lap times for this race. God damn it. How did I get damaged there, but not on the fucking one I hit before? Bentley, stop moving to where I need to be. Fuck. Yeah, having a few issues with this race so far. Okay, I've made my way into deep first, I guess you could call it. I don't have quite the top speed I once had, I don't think. Well, maybe I do. Because I know my car is damaged a little bit. Kind of sucks, but whatever. I'm gonna say 8-minute flat lap time. That's what I'm gonna guess. 8-minute flat, not including penalties. I've been pretty off on all these so far, so who really knows? I'm having troubles even going 187 down a hill. I guess that's not a bad thing though, because like I said, I'm pretty sure the rev limiter was right at 187 before. Yeah, now that I'm actually in front of the AIs, they're falling behind pretty quickly. Oh, geez. Okay, don't screw this corner up. Fucking idiot. Well, I screwed it up, but not in the way I expected to screw it up. Not in the way I've screwed up before. Get on the track, you dingus. Oh my god. So, I'm not going to get that 8-minute lap time, I don't think, because my front downforce is completely screwed. Well, not quite completely, but it's pretty bad right now. I'm just hoping that the AI can't actually catch up to me because of it. It's the one thing I'm hoping for. Go, car, go! Alright, 7.5 seconds ahead my last split. So hopefully... Yep, 8.4, okay. We're moving back up in the world. Slowly but surely. I guess I'm actually... I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're good. We're good. English is hard. Oh, my God. Also, taking turns is hard. Game is unhappy. So we're running at like 20 frames per second there. I think it still is a little bit. Oh, God. The straight's going to be awful because I'm sure that they all have higher top speeds than me. And it's a long-ass straight. So that's going to be an interesting thing to do once I get there. I'm thinking I'll be okay due to the fact that I have like 15 seconds worth of time ahead of them. But you never know. I could screw up dramatically here somewhere. It's gonna be so weird going back to normal road cars for the endurance races after this. It's going to be very strange. Oh, geez. That's a rev limiter. This car can still go pretty fast. The arrow isn't hurting it too much, luckily. Okay. Actually, the lap time is going to be pretty good. I may actually be close to correct at 8 minutes. Right at 8 minutes. But that lack of 4 miles per hour that I had before is definitely not helping. It was going 185 at one point. My Maserati does 185. Huh, almost exactly 7.5. Okay, we can make that better for the second lap. Let's give it a go. Let's go for a 7:15. I'm feeling ballsy. It's probably not a good thing, but we're gonna go for a 7:15. 7 1/4. balls. So far, not off to a great start, but better than the beginning of the first lap. So I'll take what I can get. I'm already doing 15 seconds almost better than my best. But that's also with penalties that I had. $20 seconds better than my best now. Car behind is 21 seconds behind. I take that turn a lot faster than I expected. Because I slowed down a little bit just to make sure I wasn't going to go off of it, but like, there was no going off of that turn at all, even if I held the foot to the floor. Don't have to slow down here either. Which is another strange place to go flat out through. I'm not used to it at all. Okay, one major screw up I had on this track with this car was right up here. Well, after a few more turns. Not gonna screw that turn up again. Oh, I almost screwed that one up though. That would have been pretty awful. Okay, slow down enough to get through this turn without dying. There we go. That's how you're supposed to do it, not like what I did on the first lap. Yeah, 24 seconds ahead now. .28 seconds better than my best. And I can't remember any more penalties I had on the first lap past this point. So I'm not sure if we're going to get the because I got 26 seconds of penalties overall last lap. Not sure if I'm going to get the 7:15 I want. We're a half minute ahead. And I've not screwed up in the places I screwed up on the first lap. So we may be okay? I don't know. It's pretty tough to tell right now. I only know when like I'm almost to the straight pretty much. Okay, let's not screw up this turn as bad this time. I'm still going to screw it up. Maybe I could just not do it as bad. Gave me a second or so. Ah! These damn rumble strips. They're too damn high off the ground. No, stop giving me penalties. I was on the rumble strip, kind of. Did I screw up past here at all? I don't think I really did. I'm not gaining on my best time at all. But then again, I also have been, oh, look at my tires, they're getting worn down. But I also have been, what was I gonna say? I can't remember. 29 seconds ahead. I don't think the 7:15 is gonna happen. I'm thinking like a 7:20-25 is gonna happen. I don't know, I could surprise myself. Well, there's nothing I can do now except for wait until we're done at the end of the straight. No, 7:15 is not going to happen. It's going to be, well, it's, no, maybe, oh, no. Maybe 7:20, yeah, 7:25 seems possible now. 7:19, 7:20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and just under 7:25. So there we go. That was the last race of the professional series as a whole. Cool. So we got 14% body damage because I'm stupid and hit walls. There we go. There's that. And we'll see our prize car, which is an Audi R8. Golf livery, I think. Yeah. It says Golf all over it, so I'm assuming it's a Golf livery. But there we go. We got another P1 class car. I don't want to look at that yet. It's pretty good. Not quite as good as the Panos, but we can give it a try for the next P1 series I have. And that will conclude this here episode of Forza. As you can see, we have all of this done. And 20 out of 20 events done on the professional side. So next we'll be moving on to the championship series, all the race car series on there. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of Forza, and I will see you in the next one. I'm out of here. See ya somewhere. Outros are hard.